Who's on the board of your faves? Starting with United Africa Company of Nigeria Plc. This is the oldest multinational in Nigeria. Established in 1879 as a trading company with the merger of 4 companies. It's evolved over the years and is currently an investment holding company. It has an 8-man board, and I find them to be very finance sis style, but of course it's an investment company, so reasonable. We're going to start with the chairman of the board, who's a non-executive director. His name is Biobaku Khalifa. Now, Mr. Khalifa has worked 20 years in the finance space in places like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. He's also the founder of Dalio Property Development Company, a very big shareholder in UAC. He's a director in Thermis Capital Management, which is also another big shareholder in UAC. Closely marking is the group managing director, Mr. Bola Shokwe Ayesimoju. Now, he's also worked over a decade in the finance space and even has a CFA. He's worked in places like Standard Bank, ARM, and is the founder of Thermis Capital Management. We're seeing the thread here. Now, the group finance director clearly is a finance professional. She's worked in places like Goldman Sachs, Standard Bank, has a very vast work experience, and was appointed to the board in 2021. Now we have the group investment director, who is Mr. Badijo Bolanle. Now, he has also worked in a lot of places such as Morgan Stanley. He was also a principal at Thermis Capital. With his finance background, of course, he's worked in UAC in different capacities that he still holds. We also have Susan Iroche, who has worked in merchant and commercial banking, has worked with UBA, and of course has been on the board, was recently re-elected in 2025, actually. Another finance sis is a new appointee to the board who was appointed in 2025, Amina Mukhtar. She's worked in the Ministry of Finance, she's worked with Africa Development Bank, she's actually worked with Morgan, and many other places. She's currently the Senior Programs Officer for the Gates Foundation. This is someone who's worked in public sector, in health, in finance. Leaving the finance bros and sis, we move into telco, where Mr. Kao Toriola, who is the Vice President of MTN, West Africa and Central Africa. Now, he has a vast background in communications and brings that diversity to the board. We also have Obi James, who is a 2025 appointee, and she brings leadership expertise to the board. She's worked with Fortune 500 companies and has results in organizational growth. So more diversity on the board. Now, what do you think about this particular board? I find them to be diverse yet similar, common thread with workplaces, with background in investment banking. And I'm curious to see how the new appointments in 2025 change the trajectory or grow the business. For example, we see that they've acquired Chi Limited recently, and there's so many changes in the business. Also important to note that one of the disclosures in June of 2025 was that Dalio, which is a big shareholder, sold 127 million shares. Above that, 36 naira 29 kobo per share. Now, this of course was disclosed because the chairman is on the board of that company. What do you think about all of these changes, and would you be interested to add someone, take out someone? I'd like to hear your commentary.